Not sure about the hair though. Larry feels. Oh my god, that scared me. Dear Joanne, let's talk technology. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was listening to BBC Radio 1 and Ellie Goulding was at the Radio 1's big weekend, and they were discussing that at her concerts, it's very rare that she sees fans' faces anymore in the audience because they're usually covered by a phone or a camera. And it got me thinking a lot. It got me thinking about how dependent we are on technology, aka our phones and tablets and laptops. Sometimes even laptops aren't even relevant anymore, which kind of scares me because my whole life is like revolved around both a phone and a laptop. So yeah, so this is definitely not an antique technology. This is just me discussing about how dependent we actually are on technology and how much the world has seemed to have changed by us growing up and by people growing up now. So I'm definitely not saying that technology is a bad thing like I've just said. I'm saying that on moments such as concerts, where I am definitely guilty of this, instead of just being in the moment and just watching your favourite artist on stage performing your favourite songs from their new album and their old albums, we are there wanting to just photograph and film the whole thing instead of just standing there or sitting and just enjoying the whole experience. Why are we like this? Why are we so dependent on making sure we have a memory that we can be like, oh yeah, I was there? I am definitely a person that likes to keep a memory of a concert. For example, I went to One Direction back in October and I have a wristband that I bought for £5 from the gift stall thing, and I also have a t-shirt. They remind me of every second of being at that concert and how much I enjoyed it so much. But as well as that, I had I think I took a picture before the venue started, and I think I have one actual video of me being there to actually prove that I was there. And I actually took a selfie with the girl that I went with before the concert started. That's it. So things like that, when I was literally going to see my favourite band in the entire world, I made sure that I had no distractions, that I didn't even take a camera with me. I had my phone just to make sure that I could get there for sat-nav. I didn't get it out once, only when I arrived, and I let people know that I had got to Manchester, and that was it. But as you know, Joanne, we went to see Troye Sivan. Amazing day. There is a vlog. I will link it in the description if you want to check that out. #spam. And we were filming and taking pictures, but okay, we weren't doing it throughout the whole thing. But why did we have to prove that we were there? We knew we was there. I bought a t-shirt. Why did we have to document the concert? Like, I did it for a vlog, and I vlogged the whole day, and we met up, we got something to eat, you know, we were waiting outside, and it was all fun, and it was before and after the concert. But why did we need to film the concert? Why do artists have to deal with people always having some form of technology out? Why are we so dependent on technology? It bothers me, but I'm never going to not be obsessed with it. I am one of them people that has to know about new gadgets, whether that's a new camera, or if it's a phone, or if it's possibly a laptop, or even just as simple as a printer. I have to have one of each of the technologies, even if I don't use them. And it bothers me how dependent I am, especially on my phone. I have all my social medias on there. I have photos and memories on there. I even have a Word app where I write either fan fictions, stories, or just memories that I need to remember. Why is our generation so dependent on technology? I mean, we can tweet that we're at a concert, we can put it on Facebook and check in, we can take a Snapchat and post it on our stories for everyone to see, as well as put in the location of where you are or as a filter. We are just so dependent on technology, and it kind of scares me how much more we're going to be dependent on it. Like, they're saying that robots are going to be a thing in like, I don't know how many years time. And it kind of scares me because I kind of wish that I would go to a concert I don't know why I'm using concert as the reason why I'm using concert as an example is because I heard it on BBC Radio Breakfast and BBC what is it called? BBC Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Nick Grimshaw, and there was talking about how every time she looks down in the audience it's covered by a phone or a camera. And it kind of just bothered me that we don't just sit and enjoy things anymore. We have to document everything. And I don't know if it's just me that's getting quite annoyed at the fact that we're so dependent on technology and that we've been brought up, especially the last few years, we've been brought up to believe that if we don't have this, this and this, we're going to be screwed. And in a way it's true. Because if you have mobile data on your phone and you get lost, go into Google Maps and you can probably find where you need to go. Like that happened to me the other day when I was lost and I needed to find this specific place and I couldn't find it and I was stressing out and I was calling the people and they weren't answering. So instead I was like, screw it. I'm gonna look up on the Google Maps, and I found it. And we did it today at work. We couldn't find a place, so we had to go on Google Maps and find it instead. It really worries me, and like, yeah, we can film and be like, oh yeah, I'm here, here and here, and I'm doing this, this and this, and then we can go onto Snapchat and be like, oh my god, look, dog filter, and yeah, it's fun and it's great, but we're so dependent on these little things that we're missing out on the real world. Ed Sheeran has given up social media for a year because he's sick of looking at life through a screen, and he's so right. It's ridiculous how dependent we are to look through life through a screen instead of just putting it down and experiencing it. When I went to Ireland, there's mainly just me vlogging in the whole vlog from last week. That's because I was too busy sitting there enjoying time with my niece, and as well, I don't know if I'm actually allowed to put anything up of my niece, and I just sort of put little snippets so that I didn't get told off. But still, the point is, I wanted to sit and I wanted to enjoy it, and I did. And that's why it's mainly just me in the vlog. So sorry if you wanted to watch a very cute 2-year-old having fun. But it makes me sad that I feel like I have to do something as dramatic as taking a year off social media. Because we're either putting a picture up on Instagram, taking a picture on Snapchat with a dog filter, or the bloody sad face filter, whatever it is, or we're tweeting about where we are, or we're checking in onto Facebook, or we're uploading a video onto YouTube. Like, everything is so dependent on technology these days, and it's kind of driving me mad. When I go to a concert next, I'm not going to take a camera, or I'm not going to film it on my phone. I'm going to stand there and I'm going to enjoy the actual concert and remember what it felt like to be there. And I will keep the concert ticket, and I will keep a souvenir that I bought, or a t-shirt, or a hat, like whatever. I want to sit and enjoy it. So dear Joanne, let's talk technology and how dependent we are on it. It's going to be quite a short one, is this? I feel like that's all I wanted to say. Still not sure about the hair, by the way. Why did I not silence that? I hope this was in focus. That'd be really awkward if it wasn't. So thank you so much for watching today's video. All my links are here as usual, and my previous video is in the bottom right corner where you can check that out, and it's the island video, and it's so cute and I loved it, and I always watch it back for the past week when I'm feeling very nostalgic. And yeah, you can find my website here, my Twitter here, and like I said, my previous video there. And as well, make sure that you go to fabulousreviewing.co.uk where you will see the response to this video, which is the lovely and hilarious Joanne, and she'll have a response very soon, so be sure to check that out.